people. Today we're doing a set called Subtle Valentine. So let's get started. Doing my own nails, and we got a full Beetles day today. I managed to keep all my stuff in the Beetles family, I guess you could say. So I'm going to go in and we're going to go on all the nails with this base color of pink. It's kind of a purpley pink. Now I'll warn you guys ahead of time. There's a lot of stuff on this that's out of shot. I've been trying really hard, but I'm super frustrated with my phone and this new laptop. It's like nothing wants to work right for me, and I'm just getting super aggravated. Don't mind my torn up cuticle on that one, and also I had a couple of greenies this last time. So just pretend you didn't see those. Okay, there's the first coat. We're going to cure that. And second coat coming up. Now I'm only putting a second coat on some of the nails. The ring finger and the index finger are going to have chrome, so they don't need a second coat, but the others will have one. So we'll get that on there and cure that. And now that's cured. Now we're going to make an aura on the ones that I put the two coats on. I've got way in the heck too much polish on that sponge, so it's going to be a mess. So we're going to have to do some extra stuff with this. Okay, so I have blotted off some of that. Now I'm just going to go back over this and smooth it out a little. Kind of, oh, what do you call it? Like smooth out the edges so I don't have such harsh lines on here. So it has more of a fade to it. I will flip my sponge around the other way so I'm working with the dry part of it where there's no polish. And that's how I'm going to get some of that other polish back off and get my edges a bit smoother. Okay, then we're going to cure that. Now we're going to go in with the second layer of this. And this time I'm not overloading my sponge. Now I tried to do this process with blooming gel instead of the whole sponge method. It did not work well. So don't bother trying that in case you guys decide it might be easier. It wasn't. It just made a big mess. Once I get this smoothed out to the point that I'm happy with it, we'll cure this again. Then we can move on to the next step. The rest of the stuff, on my other hand, I will do off camera as usual. Okay, we're going to cure that. Moving on to stamping now. Okay, now I've seen these done. We're going to use this one here with these open hearts. And I've got this stamping polish. I've never used this brand before. Frankly, I don't recommend it because it's super, super thin and watery. I was not real happy with it. But anyway, we're going to carry on because that's what I had. Now, the thing you really need to do if you're going to do this is you need to match your base color polish with your stamping polish for this to come out. Now, I have seen this done with red and black, where they've done a black nail with a red aura and stamped the black heart stuff over it because it comes out really cool if your colors are dark enough. Or you could do a red nail with a lighter colored aura and then stamp the red hearts. That would be pretty and that would come out nice. I didn't want to have red on my nails, as you guys know, and I definitely didn't want black this year because I did a dark set last year. So, I mean, you can see the hearts there, but they don't stand out as much as I would like. Okay, so I've done the rest of those. I did stamp different hearts on my other hand, so you'll see those at the end. You can look for that. We're moving on to the chrome now. I'm putting a no wipe top coat on and I'm going to cure it for only 30 seconds. Now this is going to get kind of choppy because I had some stuff that showed that was off shot, out of shot, and some that wasn't. So I had to do a lot of editing here. As I said, I tried really hard to get my base polish smooth, my top coat smooth, and I thought I had them all smooth. But lo and behold, when you put the chrome on there, it's going to find every teeny tiny thing that you missed. And that is what happens with this set. So that has been cured for 30 seconds, like I said. Now we're going to rub our chrome in here really good. Going to give it a good rub-a-dub. Rub, rub, rub. Rub it like it's a genie lamp and you're trying to get that genie out. Okay, there's the other one on that hand. Now you're going to see all the blemishes pop up on there. I was not a happy camper to see all those because I thought I had done a good job at keeping it all smooth. Anyway, we've got the chrome on. Now we're going to brush off excess chrome dust. And then once I get that cleaned off, we're going to hit it with another layer of top coat to protect the chrome from getting scratched up while we're doing other stuff. And I will do the other hand off camera as usual. You can kind of see on my thumbnail there, I used solid hearts on my left hand and the open ones on my right because I thought maybe the solid ones would show up a little better. They didn't really. They're kind of about both about the same. Jeez, I can't talk today either. Anyway, we're going to cure those. Eventually, we're going to cure those as soon as I clean off the where I've slopped on there. Okay, we've cured and we're moving on to embellishments. Now, this is going to get real choppy because a lot of this was out of shot. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm trying. Okay, we've got silver caviar beads, pink, dark pink and light pink crystals. We're going to use some of those pearls. Some of those silver caviar beads are the ones I'm going to use. They're in that pearl one. I didn't use those littler ones. And some of these white kind of pearly looking flowers in there. This is where most of my stuff is going to be out of shot, so bear with me here. I did my best to edit. Got glue on there, and we're putting on the bigger flowers, the little ones. Now, I did have to go with a lot more embellishments on these than I really wanted to because I had all those spots on my chrome that looked ugly and I wanted to cover them up. So I really was not planning on having this much embellishments on here, but it is what it is. I had to fix that ugliness with something, so all I could do at that point, unless I wanted to strip everything off, was cover it up. So that's what I did. All of these embellishments that you're seeing me use on here, with the exception of those pink flowers um, came from Ali Express, where I get the bulk of my stuff. Those pink flowers actually came. There was a little pot of different colored flowers that came with one of the Beetles sets that I ordered a while back. So I liked the color of these pink flowers better than the pink ones that I already had. These kind of matched with the purpley pink better than the like baby pink ones that I had that I was going to use initially. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing. There's a good shot of my thumb though, with the solid hearts on it. When I was doing this, I thought I was doing this, I thought I was doing well with this one. When I come to go to edit and I see most of it's out of the shot, so aggravating. And this right here should have been edited out. Sorry, I'm a bit frazzled. With all this new stuff happening, all this new tech that I am not doing well at figuring out. And my tech support was taking a nap while I was doing this, so I couldn't get help with some of it. Obviously, I try to edit all those parts out where you see me reaching across, but I did not do very well at it this time. We're just adding some more glue so we can add some more stuff on there. Of course, you can't see what I'm doing, but normally, I've done, this is the ring finger. Normally, I think that's the ring finger. I will be doing my index finger on this hand as well, and I did leave that part on. So, normally I would have sped the whole second part of it up, but I left it in real time because there's not going to be a whole lot of it that you're going to see because of being out of shot and my editing stuff out. And we're just putting caviar beads in the centers of the flowers. See, this is what I don't like. I need the camera to be focused on my nail down there, not on what my hand is doing up here closer to the front, to the top of where the camera is. I have not yet figured out how to get that to not do that. And this is a whole other bunch of, you're not seeing anything. Okay, I think we're just about done with this one. Maybe? I'm going to throw another caviar bead in there. And maybe some more crystals. I guess I wasn't done with this one. There's not really a rhyme or reason to how you put these on when you're going to do these embellishments as far as just put something on that looks pleasing to you. That's all. There's no rules to it. Just get them glued on. They're good. The one thing I will say is try to cluster stuff together because that way it will stay on. Things that are hanging out there kind of on their own is that's what gets knocked off and bumped. And once again, I'm doing this all in one go so I can move things around. And if I change my mind on stuff, I can still take it back off, which I tend to do frequently. All right, I don't have enough glue again. Glue, glue, glue. I've almost got that pot of glue finished now, guys. I'll be happy to see it go. Then I can go back to my other glue with it has the little, um, the little metal thing at the end of the tube where it comes out so you can put it on easy and more precise. Okay, I'm done with that. It's getting cured. Now we're moved on to the index finger, which I'm hoping you're going to see more of than the last one. This one had blemishes on the chrome, like far down the side of the nail. So that's why I'm going to have to go down that whole side with stuff. The index finger on my left hand had really bad blemishes down the entire nail, so I had to go all the way down to the free edge on that one. You'll see that in the finished picture, but you're not going to see me putting them on. I don't normally like to put embellishments way down there by the free edge because they become annoying when you're trying to do things and that's how stuff gets knocked off. Stuff that's up there near the top of the cuticle edge, I don't have much of a problem with that. That usually stays, but way down there on the free edge, like I would not put any of these big flowers way down on the free edge because they'll just get knocked off or caught on stuff. Also, some of these had part of the flower petals were sticking up a bit more than I like. So on those instances, I try to shove stuff underneath the part where it sticks up, like crystals or caviar beads, anything I can shove under there and fill that gap in, um, so that it's not going to have a big, huge part that's going to get caught on everything. I mean, it is going to get caught in my hair. That's just a given. So I'm used to that. It's annoying, but if you like the embellishments, you just have to deal with it. And like I said, I try to limit how much stuff's going to get caught under there by filling in as many of the gaps underneath things as I can. Sometimes I'm successful with it, sometimes I'm not. If I have gaps that are too small for me to shove things under there, then I'll just get some more glue and fill that area in with glue. As long as I can keep it like out of sight. Excuse me. Because I don't want some big gluey blobs to be showing because that's going to look ugly. Now, while you're watching me finish that up, frankly, I think I'm done with that one. Oh no, I didn't put the centers in there yet. Um, Next week I will be having one more Valentine set. I know it's cutting it really close before Valentine's, but just I wanted to do one more. Then we're moving on to spring. Well, we'll either be spring or something. It'll be something. Something maybe spring adjacent. I don't know yet, but it will be something after that. And then before you know it, we'll be on to St. Patrick's Day. All right. I should be about done with this. I think I'm just buttoning it up here now, making sure everything is moved where I want it. Stuff is all pushed in together nicely. Well, I just pulled that out of there. So we gotta put our, oh, I guess maybe I'll just put glue in there. We gotta get our beads in there, and I put the wrong size in there. I needed the bigger ones, bigger caviar beads, so now I gotta take that one back out. Of course, it didn't want to cooperate. So I decided we're just going to stick it down here since it's already gluey. And I will get a couple of the bigger ones because these bigger flowers need the bigger caviar beads in there. And now we got to shove everything together again. You take these flowers and you can kind of interconnect in between the petals for the other ones, fit them together like a jigsaw puzzle kind of. That will go some ways as to keeping stuff from catching on things if you can cluster it up better. Also, I try to make sure nothing's hanging over the edge that's going to get caught on stuff either. Hmm, I'm just filling in some more gaps back there. And like I said, I left this one in real time instead of speeding it up so you can see what I'm doing. Not that you guys haven't seen me do this a gazillion times now. I did pick up some new people lately, subscribers, so thank you guys. Welcome to my channel. You're going to learn a lot on this channel of what not to do because I make a lot of mistakes. But you also will learn how to fix them. Okay, that's ready to cure, and the rest are off camera. Okay, there's the two of them done. I think they turned out pretty. I like the embellished ones. Those other ones, I'm on the fence still. All right, we're going in with the final top coat, and I've switched over now to my tempered top coat for the final. I did not top coat over the chrome ones again because I had already put a top coat on there, and I managed not to make a gluey mess of stuff, so I didn't have to cover glue up. So I'm getting a little better about not making such a mess with the glue when I'm doing it. That'll be cured and then we'll be all done. There's the finished ones. You can sort of see the difference now between the hollow hearts and the solid ones. And there's a better way to see the difference. The hollow ones kind of almost look like cheetah print to me because the hearts don't read that well. But anyways, here we are again, and you can see on the other index finger how I had to go all the way to the bottom with that. I was not happy about that. Anyway, if you like them, please give me a like. I'd appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I upload a new tutorial every Saturday. See you next week. Bye-bye.